Hello everyone and welcome back to the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. For some reason the recording didn't start and I got like 3 questions in before I realized it. So the nice thing is I guess I can just replay all these. So here's basically what I did. I came into Nathan and I said hi.
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients, Mariana. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
So that got me thinking, and I went back to Mariana. And I asked, do you know Nathan?
He's the cute, sad-looking one, isn't he? He asked me out, and I said I'd let him know. Do you think I should go out with him?
Which I decided they would be terrible together because they're both crazy people.
Doctor, I didn't take you for the jealous type. Are you feeling a bit jealous?
And then I said, forget it.
Well,
yeah, sure.
Maybe you should ask me out properly sometime. Just not today.
And then I had that one, the tell me about your loan, that still had a green thing by it. After a lot of trial and error, I asked, what did you use the money for?
Rent.
So she didn't use the money on her business. So that's weird. Then I went back to Nathan. And I asked, what did you think of Mariana?
I can't really explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person. I think the police are barking up the wrong tree.
And then I realized that it wasn't recording, and now you're all caught up. So I was going to ask, why do you think the police are barking up the wrong tree?
I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway.
What do you mean not the same girl?
Read the papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
They are looking for a redhead?
Sorry, don't know. Read the papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
Tell me about the missing people?
Haven't got a clue. Sorry.
What are the people at work saying?
I can't tell you anything about that.
What is being said in the paper?
Sometimes I wonder where you're going with some of these questions.
What do you mean it's not the same girl?
Read the papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
Do you think they are looking for Mariana? It doesn't help. Okay, I guess. Let's see. What I want to ask about his loop days. I want to tell him I can stop his loop days. I want to ask about Temazepam and alcohol. You know, I just realized I haven't asked people about like Dr. Dekker in general, which I should probably do. Where to start with all that though? Maybe the Temazepam and the alcohol. What do you know about Temazepam?
If you get the combination of alcohol and sleeping tablets just right, you can knock out an elephant.
Wait, what?
I have no idea what kind of animal Dr. Dekker was. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
What kind of animal he was?
Work with me, Doctor. Ask me something I know.
That is so freaking suspicious.
If you get the combination of alcohol and sleeping tablets
I
just
want to
right,
ask about
you
alcohol.
could knock out an elephant. With no idea what kind of animal Dr. Dekker was. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
And the truck driver. Okay. What can you tell me about alcohol?
It's funny how when somebody dies, all their bad traits come out. Yes, Dr. Dekker was a heavy drinker.
How do you know?
He would often pour himself a glass during one of our sessions. Pretty rude.
Tell me about the truck driver.
The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself. He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol too. But he
How do
died
you
in his
know
garage.
that? How do you know what Dr. Dekker did? He was... Hold on.
The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently.
I'm gonna say ask about divorce.
Killed himself. He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol too. But he died in his garage.
How do you know he died in his garage?
I read it in the paper. He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window. Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
Oh no. What happened to his daughter?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know I wrote him a letter?
Why did you write him a letter?
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault, but the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me. Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
That seems like a reach. No, I don't think you are to blame.
Maybe. Who knows what he was doing when he ran into Hannah? His daughter's picture was in the paper. Molly.
Tell me about... There's nothing... Oh, there it is. Tell me about Molly.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye. Like she's watching me.
Oh!
Crazy, right?
Oh! Ah! What happened to his daughter?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know I wrote him a letter?
His daughter was in the car? So let's see, what do we have to work with here? What happened to his daughter's already cleared up. That's cleared up, cleared. So the only thing is, what do you mean not the same girl? Oh, referrals too. Let's start with tell me about your loop days.
Nope. Sorry.
Have you had a loop day?
I don't know. I'm a broken record. I'm definitely a broken something.
Yes. Tell me about your referral.
My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss anything about my trial with you, so I'm not going to. Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things.
That is so sketchy. Wait, what happened to his daughter has a thing?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read, and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know, I wrote him a letter.
Let's see, what else was there? The loan, we already... That's from Mariana. I think in my notes, what happens? People who follow? No. Perhaps I should avoid her until later. I can stop your loop days.
Please do. I wish I could believe you.
Alright, that got me nowhere. What can you tell me about Dr. Dekker's murder?
I don't know anything about that.
Did you know Dr. Dekker took Temazepam?
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
Is that an actual question?
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
Oh, cure his patients.
It's been nice chatting with you, don't get me wrong, but I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
Wait, what? Who was trying to kill him?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad.
What?
Not good messages.
What were the messages?
He didn't tell me anything specifically. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotize me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing.
Oh, we're done. Getting on green. You think he was bluffing? Maybe we can...
I don't think he knew who was behind the death threats, or he'd have stopped it.
Let's see, we've got... What do you mean not the same girl? And what happened to his daughter?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read, and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know, I wrote him a letter.
Tell me about his wife.
Sometimes I wonder where you're going with some of these questions.
Who did he leave behind?
Nope. Sorry.
What happened to his daughter? I feel like that one's less important
Read the
than this.
papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
Do you think Mariana is the redhead? Do you think she was the redhead? Because if I put Mariana in
I haven't
there,
got a clue.
No.
Sorry.
I think no matter what happens, if I put Mariana in the question, that's gonna happen. I don't know where to go from here. Let's talk to Jaya. Maybe she'll give us something to work with. Hi.
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
You are getting grief from work?
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alder used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Wait, did I not watch this?
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. But that's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God.
I'm pretty sure we watched this, but I can't remember if it was in the Forgotten or the Lost episode.
Occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I will be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next, which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. But where's your glass, Doctor?
Yeah, all right, so I have watched that before. Why did the glass break?
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alder used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Okay, what did he want with the video footage?
I didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway.
What?
Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
I don't think they encode what things are encoding.
I don't know, Doctor. Do you?
No, something about changeable. What is changeable?
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
Oh, there's still more back to, you are getting grief from work.
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut after jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Dr. Dekker was removed from the footage?
I have no idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent? Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed.
Wait, what?
You're not, though. You're lovely.
Well, thank you.
Is this a good time to ask for a raise?
Is that an actual question?
I have no idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent? Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed. You're not, though. You're lovely. Is this a good time to ask for a raise?
Do I even have the ability to do that? Undercover agent?
Sorry, I can't answer that.
Yes, now is a good time to ask for a raise.
Wow, I was kidding, but thank you, Doctor. I'll take that as a yes. And don't worry, I'll sort it all out.
Oh, that's it? That was barely worth it. Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists
should ask about
in their
that.
frontline battle with insanity.
Oh,
he likes
frontline
to call
battle.
it.
Okay, battle with insanity. A battle with insanity?
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
There was a specific example?
If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents. If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
Tell me more about the danger.
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favorite was the grandfather paradox.
Tell me about the paradox.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather. It's a time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
We got nothing. She wasn't technically, actually, let's stop it here. In the next episode, we'll ask about Temazepam and alcohol. Winning combination. All right, that's where we're going to end it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.